Well, it's here. Don't say I didn't warn you. Blank black title screen. This is the best part of the whole thing. You don't want to see what's coming next. Believe me, and I don't want to show you. But in the interests of educating and informing the public, here it is. Rock Bottom. Recently released on Xbox Live Indie Games. The worst game I have ever played. Oh, this game contains heavy swearing and drug references. Fantastic. Just to rub its edgy adult humour right in your nostrils. And a second time, in case you missed it the first time, because they're that... Yes, continue. Oh, God. Alright. From the outset. I'm not taking you through the whole game, I just want to give you some insight into exactly why it fills me with such loathing that I want to eat my own head just to spare myself the misery of knowing this thing exists.
Wilson Cooper was thrown out of his house by his parents for playing too
I'm not sure I want you to sit through the intro.
and hustled his way to make ends meet. Then one day, he accidentally
Believe me, that is about as good as the gags ever get. Yes, he isn't staying, he wants to escape from prison, very good. Yeah, he lifts toilet rolls, fantastic. Yes, whatever. Go away. Okay. Point and click game, allegedly, although there's very little to point at or click on. So we can exit our cell, that's about it. This is Sweepy. Possibly the least hideously acted character in the entire game. You know, he sounds almost like he might be something resembling a real person who's had half a dozen strokes in the last month. You ready? Here we go. This is what the game is about. Move from room to room and let characters spout their dialogue. Ready?
Good afternoon, Sweepy.
Wilson, may nobody stab you today.
Right back at you, buddy. How's the floor doing?
Sticky with blood, boss. Why can't people just choke each other?
Because that's too noisy, Sweepy.
Listen to
So,
that
speaking of
acting.
noise, I slept right through morning showers.
I mean, I can feel Oscars shriveling wherever they lie around the world. Oh my god.
Say, so, how's your hair and stuff? Look, you wouldn't happen to
Big
see my
god.
School?
I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry. I'll regain my composure. For a second there I was overcome by that colon palpitatingly hilarious combination of the wit of Blackadder, the surreal flair of Father Ted, and the fecal expulsions of an entire zoo fed for the last year solely on laxatives. Ugh. And all we can do... Look, the illusion of choice. If you exit, you can't go anywhere to speak of anyway. We have to ask.
Sweepy, you didn't see anything out of the ordinary today, did you?
You know, boss. I saw the eviscerator giving someone a hug. Very strange considering his issues with being touched.
Wow. Characterization.
What about my cellmate? Where did he go?
Oh god, here comes one of my favourite
All the
bits.
guards prefer to call them bar partners.
No.
What partners? Your partner.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's so funny that my head almost fell off
Yeah, it's my...
from sheer
Have
mirth.
a scroll?
Partner.
Oh,
Bart, nerd.
Very correct. But boss.
I'm sorry. These people, this is not their first game, and they may have some hint of ability.
What?
The one of their games I played before, Let's Get Fiscal, which is about an accountant. Get the pun? Sorry, I just broke my thigh. I slapped it so hard from the hilarity. Uh, but it was not great. It was horrendously flawed, as other critics have described at length. But at least it was a game. This thing isn't even a fucking game. I mean, look at the state of it. It's just one day this guy, the guy who wrote all this arse, is going to have to come to terms with the fact that he is not, in fact, Kevin Smith. He is, in fact, far closer to Bob Monkhouse. And it just goes on and on and on, and this is the game. This is it. I mean, as time goes on, you interact fractionally more with some of the objects in the environment. You have to pick up a couple of things, but most of it is stumbling from one character to another and having them just spout this vomit right in your face. And we haven't even got to the bit where Wilson has to run a rock stall on a street corner purely to give the writer an excuse to have a parade of horrendously written, rectum-scrunchingly badly acted piss stains of characters file by and just splurge this insipid, flaccid, half-baked, ill-conceived, diuretic horse shit into your lap. I'm just... ugh. Excreting into your own mouth would be more enjoyable than this. Get it away from me. I mean, so far it may seem bad. You might be looking at this thinking, yeah, that's pretty bad. But bear in mind that this goes on for hours. Hours and hours. Damn you, Rockbottom. Damn you to hell. Get away from me.
May the worm bless you.
May he indeed.
SVTs. SVTs. True story.
Oh, okay. I believe you.
Officer, I reserve all my fucking rights. Handicap parking reserved. You know what I mean?